Hey there, everybody, and welcome to this brief video on reasons to be mindful in your daily life. I'm your host, Dr. Elise Snipes. We talk a lot about mindfulness and what you can do to be more mindful, but knowing what to do and knowing about mindfulness is very different than being motivated to engage in those behaviors. Motivation comes from the reasons. Why is it that I want to do this? What is going to motivate me to use my energy to do this instead of something else? Being mindful in daily life has a lot of benefits. And we've talked in other videos about the importance of defining your rich and meaningful life so you know what it is you're working toward. If you know where you're going, if you know what's important, then it's easier to figure out what is important to spend your energy on. When we're mindful in our daily life, it physically reduces stress because we are paying attention to what our body's saying, what our body's needing, and emotionally, what we're thinking, what we're feeling, and that reduces stress as well. Remember, stress is not just an emotional thing. Stress is a biochemical thing. So when we are being mindful, not only of our physical needs, but all of our needs, it reduces stress in our life. So that's great. Interpersonally, it is helpful to be more mindful because when you are anxious, when you are irritable, when you are depressed, it impacts your relationships. And so recognizing if I practice mindfulness, then I can free up more energy to have to invest in these relationships that are positive. And I can choose not to invest energy in these relationships that are draining and toxic. Emotional mindfulness is important. Recognizing how am I feeling right now, and having different shades of feelings is important. Not just sticking with I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm stressed. There are more feelings in the world and in life than that. So it's important to be mindful of your feelings, be mindful of what triggers those feelings, be mindful of any vulnerabilities that you're having that may make some of your distressful feelings feel more overwhelming, so you can take steps in order to reduce any unnecessary distress. Sometimes life's going to suck. Let's just face it. But if you can reduce unnecessary distress or prepare yourself for a stressful situation, it's actually going to reduce a lot of the physiological stress and hopefully some of the emotional stress. Cognitive mindfulness helps us remember and check in with what we need and what our thoughts are. And when we are more mindful of what we're thinking, it impacts how we feel. It impacts our stress response. So it's good to be cognitively mindful. Environmentally, being mindful can help us improve the energy in our environment. Now, being mindful isn't going to suddenly make your house clean, but if you practice mindfulness, it can help you feel more at peace, more at ease, maybe help increase the positivity that you're sending out. But it also can help you be more aware of when you're in a toxic environment so you can take steps to get out of it or to protect yourself in order to reduce the physical stress, the emotional stress, the cognitive stress that you may be getting ready to experience. And finally, spiritual mindfulness. Spirituality deals with how connected you feel to others and whether you believe you're living a life that is motivated by your values. It doesn't mean religion, although people who are religious may have spirituality. It doesn't have to mean religion. So when you're being mindful in what you're doing and how you're feeling and what you're thinking, it has impacts on your spirituality, because spiritually, I think most of us want to live an authentic, value-driven life. And by being mindful, we can stop and we can look at our thoughts and look at our goals and make conscious decisions about how to use our energy in a way that's going to help us feel happier, feel more connected to ourselves and others, and feel more physically relaxed. I have a lot of videos on mindfulness on the YouTube video, but I hope this helps you start exploring some of the reasons that mindfulness is important and might help you motivate yourself to start practicing it.